trying to get my wind. My goodness, that was about an 8-mile walk. Hats off to Indiana. They were really good. Thought that you just kind of hung in there. We talked about just chopping wood. It's hard sometimes when you play a team that's already played to just get a feel for the gym, and we hadn't been in here shooting, and it was just to try to get a feel, and sometimes you just got to hang in there. They got off to a great start, and I thought we just kind of held our own and maintained. But at the end of the day, you can't miss free throws, and we missed 6 layups in the first half, and I don't know how many we missed in the second, and you can't do that and win games. Coleman was terrific today. He's got a wide open dunk and lets the ball slip out. And I've already talked to him about that, so I'm not afraid to do it here. But you can't do that in the postseason play. You just can't do that. And we turned it over a couple of times late, but again, now it's rest and for why we really play, which is the NCAA tournament, and we've earned the right as this league's regular season champion to be a pretty high seed, and we played a lot of games this year without a lot of people, minus Kofi in a couple of games that we ended up losing. So it'd be interesting to see where we're seated, but again, it was Indiana's day. It's the best league in the country, and that should, if there was any doubt whether they were in, should definitely solidify them, which will make this an 8 or 9 bid league at least.
We'll take questions for the students. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll bring a mic to you. We'll start in the front here with Tom in the middle.
Tom Bruce, Sports Illustrated, Indiana. Coleman, you had a career high today. You had good looks. How was your confidence level coming into this game in the first place, and just how did you feel as the flow of that game went on?
I felt extremely confident. I've been in the gym shooting shots, and I knew based on their defense and the way they operate on defense, I knew I'd be open sometimes. So just knowing that the team needs me to step in and knock down shots, that was really my mindset. And yeah, I just went with the flow of the game, took the open shots that came to me, and I had a decent shooting night tonight. So yeah.
We'll go to the front row to the right. Scott.
Yeah, Scott Ritchie with the News-Gazette. I guess for both of you guys, Coach mentioned just trying to maybe hang in there. What did you feel like maybe you could have done more just to maybe push it a little bit, maybe extend the lead you had late?
Trent, you go first, then Coleman.
Coach said it best. I mean, layups and free throws. I mean, there's nothing else I could think of that, could change the outcome. But, I said it earlier in the game, you can't miss, easy layups, and we can't miss free throws. That it's March, we know it's going to be 1-2 possession game, and we didn't come up with those, easy plays. We need to get all the easy plays we can get, and we didn't execute on those.
All right, we'll go all the way on the far right. Julian.
This is for Trent in particular. You've been here since the beginning. You've been here since the ground floor of this, and this is your last Big Ten game. Can you express to me your feelings on the finality of this, number one, and number two, where you leave this program now?
Number one, I'm very disappointed in myself turning that ball over down the stretch. That's unacceptable, especially being a fifth year, starting guard. Obviously Coach put the ball in my hands to make a play. He's very highly confident in me to make the right play, and I didn't do that. So that's first. I'm very disappointed, but I think this program is in a good hands. We have really high character guys. The freshmen, they've come a long way. We've brought them up with us. They come to practice every day to compete. They're playing with tremendous confidence, and they're playing free. So, but I'm excited, for this program and Coach Underwood to keep building and continue to go in the right way. So I'm not really worried about, after I leave, where this program is headed. I know they're in good hands.
We'll go on the far right. Jeremy?
This is for Coleman and Trent. Jeremy Warner, Atlanta Inquirer. I know you guys, the big thing is the NCAA tournament this year, but what is this impact of this game leading into the week of preparation? How does it stick with you?
Coleman, you first.
I mean, we were expecting to be here, and we were expecting to win it all. We all had a good feeling going in here, but obviously it didn't happen. So, I mean, we got to look ahead. Like Coach was saying, just get some rest, get back to work, and change our mindset to the NCAA tournament and what's next to come for us. It's not going to be a Big Ten team. It's going to be a team in a different conference, at a different venue. So we gotta brace ourselves for that and just move on from this. We can't change anything about this. So.
Trent, anything to add?
I mean, just like Coleman said, I mean, obviously, we prepared, to play on Sunday. That was our goal, But there's nothing we could do about this game besides, learn from it and move on. I think a good thing is, we know we're going to be playing in, March for the next month. So I think the next step for us is just to get back, regroup, start getting better, and just prepare for Thursday or Friday and our next opponent. That's just got to be our mindset. We just got to wipe this out the way and let it go and, just prepare because, our goal is the Final Four, and that's what we're trying to do. So we got to move on.
Left-hand side, second row, Dustin.
Dustin DePierre, Bloomington Herald-Times. Trent, obviously you brought up the turnover. Just, I guess, could you take us through that play? What kind of happened there? What'd you see? How'd you get crossed up?
We drew up a play for me to get downhill with a head of steam. I tried to get left. They weaked me. TJD did a good job, forcing me off to the side. They help off strong side corners, so I thought Coleman would be in the corner for open three. That's what they've been doing all game. But we had a little bit of confusion right there where, he came up on top. But I mean, I made a bad decision. I'm disappointed in myself on that. I got to just do a better job of, at least getting the ball on the rim and just, talking with my teammates. But, I mean, yeah, I'm very disappointed in that last turnover I had.
We'll take two more for the students. We'll go in the middle on the right-hand side. Second row.
Rob McCauley, Illini Report. Chemistry was a little bit different. The game in Bloomington, personnel differences. For Trent, how much did it change Indiana's chemistry to have Finney this time? For Coleman, how much did it change your chemistry to not have Jake?
I mean, the game plan was the game plan, to be honest. I mean, with guys or without guys, we try to go in with the mindset of next man up. I mean, as you can see, that's what our season been about, next man up mentality. But I mean, besides them, I mean, we just got to make free throws and layups. That was the game. I mean, we didn't make shots. And in March, you got to make shots and take care of the ball. And we didn't do that. So, I mean, besides, them having chemistry or us having chemistry is next man up. And we got to make layups and free throws, and we didn't do that.
Last one for the students on the right-hand side.
This is both of you, Joey Wagner with the Illini Inquirer. The missed layups, was that something Indiana was doing, or was that just kind of on your guys' end? What do you think was behind those?
Coleman first, then Trent.
I mean, I think it was, mainly in the first half, Coach touched up on it a little bit in the locker room, just getting our feet wet. We haven't played in this arena. They played before us the day before, but we practice with those balls, but game balls are different. You can make all these excuses, but I think it was mainly just trying to get a feel for the game based on the environment, the arena, and yeah, I think honestly that's the main thing because it's very rare we're just out there missing layups. So
yeah, I mean, piggyback off what he said. I mean, like I said, we can't make up excuses, but we missed a lot of easy bunnies. That I thought could have helped us in the outcome of the game. But, I mean, we just got to be better. Like Coach talked about, at the beginning. It's March. So, you know, when we can score an easy bucket, we got to get it because we know it's going to be a 1-2 possession game, and, you know, guys are going to make it tough on us. So when we get an easy bucket, we gotta capitalize on that and just make shots.
All right, you guys can head back to the locker room. We'll continue with questions for Coach Underwood. If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll go to the left-hand side. Kevin, second row.
Yeah, Coach, the foul on Trace with 26 seconds left, it almost looked like it was maybe intentional to get the last shot. Was that the case, or did you want to play out that defensive possession?
No, we wanted to play it out.
Okay, second row, middle here.
Hey, Coach. Jeff Rabjohn, Speaks.com. Your thoughts on Trace Jackson-Davis's second half against you guys? I'm sure you saw what he did yesterday. What do you think led to him being that impactful?
He's a good player. I mean, you guys, on just about every All-American list. I mean, I don't know what you guys expect him to play like crap for 40 minutes. I mean, he's a really good player. He just played good. Simple.
Front row, Rick.
Yeah, Brad, Rick Bozich, WDRB. You've competed against Indiana now for 4 or 5 years, however long you've been there. Mike Woodson's first-year coach. Watching them this year, do you sense any ways that he's improved the team or how he's had his impact on this team?
Sure. Mike's a terrific coach. He's got tremendous experience. I mean, this is, this is a team that is really good players. I think I've enjoyed watching X play. He's in my opinion, one of the more underrated guards in our league. He's found his way through this in terms of finding out his understanding your own team. You don't just snap your fingers and say we're going to win. And he's done a terrific job of feeling his way through where shots come, who they're coming from, and then you're starting to see some leadership, especially from X, step in to help that team win.
In the middle, Alec.
Hey, Coach. Alec Betsy, Orange and Blue News. You talked about the opportunity to go home and get rest. Is there any positive in that at this time of the year with how hectic the month of February was for you guys?
A ton. And it's not that after winning this last year, a ton. We were an exhausted basketball team last year. And more mentally than anything, and I think it's great to push the refresh button. We came here to win it. We didn't, but it's not the end of the world. And I don't think Baylor won their conference tournament last year. I think UCLA got beaten theirs. I think they still found a way to make it to the Final Four. Will be refreshing to get a couple of days away. And no, we're not playing another Big Ten team. I'm tired of this league right now. Tired of these guys.
Left-hand side, Dustin.
Dustin DePierre, Bloomington Herald-Times. You mentioned X. It seemed like you guys really focused on taking away what he's been doing lately off of pick-and-roll stuff. What did you guys think you did well there? How did you see him adjust, though, to what you guys were doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty lethal duo when you get him and you get Trace going downhill. I think that's I think we're second or third in the country in ball screen defense, and I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job. I think it's really hard to make enough twos in college basketball to win, and unfortunately we didn't make any twos or free throws, but I thought it was fine. But he's terrific. He's doing a great job there. You let him get to his left hand, and he's a very effective mid-range shooter from there as well.
All right, we only have time for one more question. We'll go to the far right.
Tyler Cottingham, Alani board. Brad, I think today was maybe the first game opportunity you had a chance to win on your final possession with the ball. A couple turnovers, a couple opportunities. Anything you can take away from that as you move into the NCAA tournament to try and build on that for future reference?
Yeah, we'll try not to do it again. I think we've won a pretty fair share over the last few years of last-second possession opportunities, but. Again, we had 2 or 3 bad turnovers, just silly turnovers, entering it to the post, I gave the ball to Trent. I'd given it the possession before to Curbelo. We drew it, we got a foul drawn, but they went under him. And also, it was a possession where I figured that they couldn't foul us, and then they really couldn't foul Trent. So that's why I made the switch there with Trent getting downhill. So, it was a 90% free throw shooter. He gets to the rim. He's he's going to make 2 free throws if he gets fouled. So it didn't work. It wasn't our day. It was Indiana's day. Give them all the credit, and wish them nothing but the best the rest of the way and in the tournament.